Welcome to Nintendo Engineers. I'm your host, Chris Tysis, and we are here to talk about the financial results of Nintendo's last calendar year. It has come out up to the end of March 2023. So we thought we normally do this every few months, or especially once a year. Gives people an idea where Nintendo's at and what the future is for them. But it should be interesting to have a look at some of the numbers. So for some of you, this is exciting. For others, it may not be that exciting. But hey, we'll roll on and do this. So this is what we'll be doing. There we go. We've got my camera on. Let's click on the button and see. Oh, come on. You're not going to do that for me. Alright, we're going to just do this then. So, overall, what I've heard from the reports is they've obviously lost a bit of money here and there due to the aging Switch console, as you can see. Playing cards have gone up, which is interesting. Dedicated video stuff has dropped down. Mobile and IP has dropped down, which is barely anything. And cards have gone up for some reason. We have a little bit of profit in the digital sales section there. First party software has gone up a little bit. Portion of hardware has gone down. But all lovely numbers that probably most of you don't care, but you can have a look at them over there in your own time. We'll pause the video. So, looks like the Pokemon game Scarlet and Violet has hit 22 million units, which is pretty amazing. They've done a really great job. Splatoon 3 has hit over 10 million. I was thinking we'll get around the mark of Splatoon 2, but I think it's done pretty well. It has slowed down a lot. It sped out to 6-7 million last year, I think. It's a massive number, and it has dropped a lot for some reason. Maybe because it's too much like the second game or something like that. We're not too sure. But the Nintendo Switch Sports up to 10 million units sold, which is pretty amazing. So they've done a good job here. Which is pretty cool. So this is interesting. What's the? Oh, this is software. So obviously software did well for the third quarter, and fourth quarter dropped down a bit. Global sell-throughs, annual playing units, 114 million. That's a lot, which is nice. All these titles are looking good. 10 million. All these are sell-throughs. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, 1.6 million. Selling another 8.1 million in the past year. Looking by these numbers, Mario Party's done well. Smash Brothers, not that much. 3 million, still good. But it's not as popular as Mario Kart, and Animal Crossing continued to do pretty well. And Kirby did great. Like 4 million for a Kirby game is pretty amazing. So they should do more games like that. One day I've got to play it. I really should. Yeah, the digital sales, which are going up by 12.7%, which is great. Which is good to see. Examples of announced products. These are the games. Obviously, Tears of the Kingdom we are playing on May the 12th. We got July the 21st with Pikmin 4. Jeez, that's coming out real soon. I wonder if I would get that game. I don't think that I will, but I might get that later on. 4, which is the download content for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We will probably get that at some point. And Mario Kart Deluxe Waves 5 and 6, which are still yet to come out. The last one came out at the beginning of April, so it's been about a month since that's come out. So I can give it a couple more months, 2 or 3 months for that to Wave 5 to come out. I've announced the products for this year. Obviously, this Zelda thing, man, it does look kind of cool. I do like the dock. If only you could get that by itself. And some of the other stuff, really, the expansion of the Nintendo IP is probably the most important thing. Super Mario Brothers movie has hit pretty much $1.2 billion, and also to the theme parks, Super Nintendo World and stuff like that. That's two really big things, probably as big as Zelda, or probably bigger, really, in terms of expanding the company. And then you have expand the number of people who have access to that Nintendo IP. Obviously, I was just talking about the Super Nintendo World and Hollywood and the official Nintendo store in Kyoto. Jeez, I really want one in Australia, but it's never gonna happen. We're never gonna get a Nintendo store here. Um, these are all the million sort of references, and they're all pretty good numbers by the look of it. I think that's kind of it. Launch dates. Oh, okay, that is kind of interesting. And there's only a couple there. Metroid Prime. Oh, they came out. So these are all the games that sort of came out. So it's not a bad batch of games. These are all the future ones that they've talked about. Metroid Prime 4, Pikmin 4, Advance Wars just came out. So no one really knows what's going to happen after this. This is some of the upcoming stuff, which some of it's already come out. The Lego 2K Drive is coming out and stuff like that. So, Five Nights at Freddy's, Security Breach, and Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. So sorry for my rambling there, but looking at the numbers, it seems like the Switch sales are slowing down finally. They have hit, which they didn't really show there. It was a little bit boring, that one. But the Switch sales have hit 125 million. I don't think it'll get to like the 155 million that it needs to knock off the DS and the PlayStation 2 that's sitting up there in the 150 plus club. But I think it can get to probably about 140 million, and they just sort of run out of steam. But if this next Switch console keeps getting delayed, you never know. That extra 10 or 15 million might go to 20, and it might go up to 145 million. But I think the Switch sales are slowing down, and people just sort of sitting and waiting for another console now. I think that's what is happening at this point. So it makes sense, you probably don't want to get a Switch and get burnt in the next few months or year. But Nintendo has said there is no new hardware for this year. So 2024 could very much be the year. You would think it would have to be now. As even I'm a bit jittery, I sort of want something newish, new shiny hardware in my hands. I think it will be a lot of fun. But do let me know how you think Nintendo's going, and what you think the future is in store. What last Nintendo games would you like to see on the Nintendo Switch? It should be an interesting time. So big thanks to everyone who watched, and I shall see you next time.